Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into something lots of people ask about, yoga versus Pilates.
Yeah. They often get grouped together, don't they?
Yeah.
Both are really popular mind-body practices.
Exactly. And you've probably heard about the benefits, the connection with your body, improving well-being, all that.
For sure. And many people are trying to figure out, well, which one is right for me?
That's the core question we want to tackle. If you're thinking about trying one, or maybe even both, we want to help you get some clarity.
Right. We've looked at some really good material from Suprematic. They have this guide, Yoga versus Pilates, choosing your ideal practice.
Yeah, that one features Dr. Surta Ram Vishnoi, some great insights there.
And we also checked out episode 40 of their Lifeline series. Very informative stuff.
So think of this as us boiling it down for you. We're going to explore the main differences, the unique benefits of each.
Our goal really is to unpack yoga and Pilates so you can make a choice that feels right for your personal goals.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Let's dive in, starting with yoga.
Let's do it. So yoga, it goes way back ancient India. It's not just physical exercise.
No, definitely not. It's holistic is the word, right? Connecting body, mind, spirit.
Exactly. The Suprematic sources really stress that. It's about finding harmony, balance within yourself.
And it's built on a few key things. Our sources mention three main parts.
Right. You've got the physical postures. Those are the asanas everyone thinks of.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's the breathing techniques, pranayama.
And meditation, that's the third piece, really bringing in the mind and spirit element.
Absolutely. People might come for the stretches, the asanas, but the breath work and meditation, that's where the deeper benefits often lie. It's very intentional.
Cultivating that connection.
Yeah.
And the benefits we saw mentioned, drawing from Dr. Vishnoi and Lifelines, they're pretty wide-ranging. Flexibility, balance things most of us could use more of.
Oh, definitely. But like you said, it's not just physical.
Right.
A really big one for yoga is mindfulness and stress reduction. It's kind of built in. Well, the focus on the breath, on being present in the moment. It just naturally calms the nervous system.
Makes sense. And you mentioned the breathing, pranayama. That actually improves respiratory function, too.
It can, yes. By practicing specific breathing patterns, you can, for example, work on increasing lung capacity. It's quite direct.
That's interesting. I hadn't thought of that specific angle. The sources also mention support for joint health and building some muscular endurance.
Yeah. Holding poses builds endurance.
Yeah.
And depending on the style, it can be quite gentle on the joints. Plus, there's that whole spiritual or meditative side we touched on.
Which can be a big draw for some people.
For sure. And it's crucial for you, the listener, to know that yoga isn't just one thing. There are tons of styles.
Right, Suprematic points that out, like Hatha yoga, often described as gentler, good for beginners.
Yeah, foundational poses. Then you have vinyasa, which is more flowing, connecting breath to movement. Faster paced.
Almost like a dance sometimes.
Kinda, yeah. Ashtanga is more structured, a set sequence, quite rigorous.
And Bikram, that's the hot yoga, right? Done in a heated room.
That's the one. So lots of variety. If you think yoga means twisting into a pretzel, well, there are many other options.
Good point. So if we were to sum up yoga for you listening, it's a holistic path. You're looking at flexibility, stress relief, and potentially a deeper connection, mind, body, spirit.
That captures it well.
Okay, solid overview of yoga. Now let's shift gears and look at Pilates.
Okay, Pilates. Also movement and breath, but a different history. Developed much more recently, early 20th century.
By Joseph Pilates, hence the name.
Exactly. And his initial focus, interestingly, was rehabilitation.
Ah, okay. So maybe more. Targeted from the start.
In a way, yes. The core philosophy is about strengthening your deep core muscles, the powerhouse, as it's often called.
The powerhouse.
Yeah, your abs, lower back, hips, glutes. Strengthening that area improves posture, and flexibility comes through very precise, controlled movements.
That rehab origin makes sense then. The sources we saw really hammered home that core strength aspect for Pilates.
Absolutely central. Build a strong, stable core, and it supports everything else. Better posture, better alignment. It's like reinforcing your body's internal structure.
And it's not just about brute strength, is it? The benefits mentioned also include muscle tone, endurance.
Right. It's very much about control and endurance within the muscles. It sculpts and strengthens in a very specific way.
And because it's so precise, so focused on alignment, that's where the injury, rehab, and intervention piece comes in.
Exactly. Proper biomechanics are key. You're really focusing on doing the movement correctly, engaging the right muscles, coordinating precisely with your breath. Less room for error, ideally.
Okay. And like yoga, there's more than one type. Suprematic mentioned mat and reformer.
Those are the main ones.
Great.
Mat Pilates uses your own body weight on a mat. Pretty accessible.
Right.
Reformer Pilates uses that specific machine, the reformer. It has springs, pulleys, adds resistance and support.
Allows for different exercises, maybe more intensity.
Yeah, it opens up a lot more possibilities and can definitely up the challenge.
So the key takeaway for Pilates seems to be focus on core strength, leading to better posture, muscle control, and it's great for rehab and prevention.
That's a good summary. Strong core, good posture, precise control.
Okay, great. We've got a feel for each one individually now. I think a direct comparison would be helpful. Let's put them side by side.
Yeah, this is where the differences really pop. So, main focus. Yoga, you've got that mind-body-spirit connection, overall well-being.
Holistic.
Right. Pilates. More biomechanical, you could say. Core strength, muscle control.
Big difference right there. What about breathing? Both use it, but differently.
Very differently. Yoga breathing pranayama is often deep, rhythmic, almost meditative in itself. Lead to the flow or the hold.
Calming.
Yeah. Pilates breath is also crucial, but it's more about coordinating with the movement. Like exhale on the effort, inhale on the release. Very specific timing.
Got it. And the movements themselves.
Yoga often flows between poses or you hold static postures. Vinyasa flow versus holding warrior two, for example. Pilates is more about sets of precise, controlled exercises, often repetitions of a specific movement. Less flowing, more deliberate.
Deliberate. Good word. Equipment. We touched on this, but worth comparing directly.
Yoga usually needs very little. A mat, maybe blocks or straps for support. Pretty minimal.
Easy to do anywhere.
Mostly. Yeah. Pilates, you got mat Pilates, sure.
Yeah.
But the reformer and other machines are quite common and integral to many styles.
So potentially more gear involved with Pilates. What about the mental focus?
This is another key one. Yoga actively incorporates meditation, mindfulness, present moment awareness. It's a core component.
Right.
Pilates requires intense concentration for sure. You have to focus on your form, control, the muscles you're using, but it doesn't typically have that explicit meditative or spiritual layer. The focus is on the physical execution.
Okay. So boiling it down to goals. Someone might choose yoga if they're seeking flexibility, stress relief, relaxation, maybe that spiritual side.
That sounds right. Those are common drivers for yoga.
Whereas Pilates might be the choice for targeted strength, especially core strength, improving posture, alignment, or for rehab.
Exactly. If those are your primary goals, Pilates is often a more direct route. Understanding these differences is really the first step for you, the listener, in figuring out what fits.
Absolutely. So let's try and help you personalize this decision. If what really calls to you is that spiritual element, managing stress, finding some inner quiet,
then yoga is probably worth exploring first. It really caters to that.
on the other hand, if your main aim is building a rock-solid core, standing taller, improving posture, maybe working through or preventing an injury.
Then Pilates might be a better initial fit. It's very functionally focused in that way.
But it doesn't have to be one or the other, right? The Suprematic stuff suggests that they can actually work well together.
Oh, definitely. They can be very complementary. The flexibility from yoga can help your Pilates practice, and the core strength from Pilates can support your yoga poses.
So you could potentially do both.
Many people do. It's about finding what blend works for your body and your goals.
And if you're still on the fence, the best advice is probably just to try them.
Absolutely. Take a beginner class in both. See how it feels in your body. What do you actually enjoy doing? That's huge.
Yeah, you can read all about it, but feeling it is different. That firsthand experience is invaluable.
Totally.
Okay, so let's say you've decided you're going to try yoga or Pilates or maybe both. Any tips for getting started?
Number 1, start slow. Listen to your body. Don't push too hard right at the beginning. Build up gradually.
Sensible advice for any new activity. And the sources really stressed finding certified instructors. Why is that so important here?
Well, especially with the precision needed in Pilates, and even for safe alignment in yoga, good guidance is key. An instructor can correct your form, prevent injuries, and offer modifications.
Right, making sure you're doing it correctly and safely. What if someone can't easily get to in-person classes?
There are tons of online options now, classes, apps. They can be really good. Just, do a little research, find reputable ones with qualified teachers. It's not quite the same as in-person feedback, but still valuable.
Good alternative. And consistency, that came up too. Like any fitness thing, you need to stick with it.
Yeah, definitely. Suprematics suggest aiming for maybe 2 to 3 sessions a week to start seeing and feeling real benefits. Consistency beats intensity, especially early on.
Okay, 2-3 times a week. And thinking about the bigger picture, how does this fit with other exercise you might be doing?
They recommend thinking about it holistically. Maybe yoga adds flexibility to your running routine, or Pilates builds core strength that helps your weightlifting. They can complement other activities really well.
Makes sense. Integrate it into your overall fitness plan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The well-rounded approach.
Okay. So as we kind of wrap this up, it seems really clear that both yoga and Pilates are fantastic practices. They just offer different paths.
Totally. There's no single better one. It's not a competition.
Dr. Vishnoy made that point. The ideal practice is the one you like, the one you'll actually do consistently.
That's the key. Long-term consistency is where the real benefits happen. What can you stick with?
So for you listening, as you think about this, yes, consider the physical benefits, flexibility, strength, posture, but maybe also pause and think. How does each practice make me feel?
That's a great point.
What resonates more deeply? What aligns with not just your fitness goals, but your overall sense of well-being? Letting that inner feeling guide you might be the best way to find your ideal practice.